Greg Barnes in South Carolina.
Yes,
You
Greg.
mentioned this being your first dealing with early signing period. Curious, what's your opinion on that?
When I was the president of the AFCA, we wanted early signing period for two things. We wanted it for early enrollees because they didn't have a signing date at that time. And we also wanted it for legacy kids. So if he was only going to take one visit, then he could go ahead and sign. Well, the NCAA took it a step further and said everybody. So it's a little bit different than what the coaches thought. And now I think there's 80-something% that signed the first time. So I think it's very, very unfair to new coaches. And I was lucky because Bubba hired me so quickly, but for some schools that the day before signing date or 3 days before signing date, it's impossible. You just lose a recruiting year and you have to start over after everybody's signed, and then you find the guys that don't sign early are really heavily recruited because you've got entire staffs recruiting 4 or 5 guys in that second group. So it's a lot harder to sign some of the guys the second time because of the attention they draw. And if you're recruiting them, everybody jumps on them. So I would think that after signing day, it's really healthy and good for college coaches. But for a new coach, the early signing period is really tough. And I don't know what we can do differently for that. But and now the other thing with the numbers is the portal and transfers. So who do you have when you get here as a new coach with the early signing date? Who's going to the NFL? Who's in the portal? Who's quitting? Who's transferring? You have no idea about your numbers. And even now, when we look at this bunch, graduate transfers, you got a lot of people calling you saying, I'm in the portal, I'd like to come. So you have to start evaluating that as well. So I think there's a lot of different situations that occur now than before without the early signing date.